If you are someone who is dreaming of working for yourself someday, maybe it's just a little baby nugget of an idea in the back of your mind. Maybe you've started your side hustle and you're still working in your full-time job, or maybe you have gone full-time in your own business, but you're not seeing the results that you want. If that is you, I am so excited to announce a free challenge that I am going to be hosting this month. So this is going to be a free 5-day deep dive on all the limiting beliefs and mental blocks that are keeping you stuck. This is the self-doubt, the imposter syndrome, the who am I to do this? Who am I to start a business? The fear of the unknown, the fear of judgment, putting yourself out there, your money mindset, and all the ways that you could be self-sabotaging yourself from making money, promoting yourself, and selling without feeling annoying and pushy. Because here's what I have learned in my entrepreneurial journey. All the marketing tactics do not matter if you don't work through the underlying beliefs that are keeping you stuck. So if you want to join me for 5 days of free trainings, this is basically some just free coaching from me to help you drop the mental drama, launch your business with confidence, and start making money so that you can quit your soul-sucking 9-to-5. I am so excited for this. The challenge starts Monday, March 23rd, and you can sign up at lindsayhanson.com/challenge. I'll see you on the inside. How many times have you thought about quitting your job and starting a new life? Hey, I'm Lindsay, the girl who actually did that. And now I'm on a mission to change the 9-to-5 narrative that dreading Monday and working for the weekend is normal and acceptable. My goal is to help you see your potential beyond your credentials, gain clarity on what it means to live life on your own terms, and build the confidence to go after your dream career. I'm here to prove to you that it's possible for you to do work you love, make a positive impact on the world, make even more money than you're making right now, and live a deeply fulfilling life. So let's dive in. Hello, my loves. I hope you're having an amazing Monday morning so far. So today we're going to talk about the 3 reasons why you're not going after your dream. And this is more so geared towards you if you are currently working in a 9-to-5 job that you don't love and you're dreaming of working for yourself someday. So the 3 reasons why you're not going after that dream, or if you have started your side hustle, started your business, this could be the 3 reasons why you're not seeing the results you want, why your business is not working. Okay, so this is going to be a packed episode, and you're going to want to write down the questions that I'm going to go through. It's really more so 3 questions to ask yourself if you're not going after your dream or if your business isn't working. And you're going to want to write these down. You're going to want to journal on these. So if you can't do that right now, write down the questions, put them on a note in your phone, and journal on these later tonight. We're going deep today. Like, we might hit on some serious shit. Like, I'm going to go there because that's where you need to go in order to work through the shit and bring it to the surface and just destroy all of the limiting beliefs that are holding you back, because they're lies. They are lies from your ego, and your ego doesn't want you to go after your dream because it is scary. So we're just going to dive in. The first question I have for you is, do you really want it? Do you actually want to work for yourself, or is it just what's trendy right now? Is it what you feel like you need to do because somebody else is doing it or because everybody on the internet is doing it? Or if you don't want to work for yourself, whatever your dream is, do you actually want it? Is it what you want, right? And maybe that means you are playing small because you don't think you can do what you truly want, right? So maybe you're saying that you want to switch careers and work for someone else, but you actually want to work for yourself. You just don't think it's possible yet. So I was in this stage for a while. When I decided that I wanted to become a personal trainer, at first I had planned on working at a gym. And I knew that ultimately I wanted to work for myself and work with clients online so that I could have more freedom with my time, set my own schedule, all the things. But I thought that I needed to work at a gym first to gain experience. So it wasn't really about wanting to work at a gym. It was feeling like I needed to because I didn't have the belief in myself that I could train people online without having that experience. And so for a while, I was just feeling really off when I had that plan in mind. Like I wasn't that excited about it, and I was excited about becoming a personal trainer and getting certified, but the idea of working at a gym wasn't that exciting to me. And when I asked myself, is that what I really want? No, that wasn't what I wanted. I wanted to work with people online. So a question to get at whether this is what you really want is, if you could have anything, what would you want? If you knew you could be successful at anything, what would you do, right? Removing all the external factors and just getting down to, if anything were possible, what would you want? Because the truth is, anything is possible. Like, you're not limited. The only limits are the ones that we place on ourselves in our minds. And I could have limited myself. I could have blocked myself and said, I can't become an online fitness coach without having any prior experience training people in person. But that was a lie, because I did become an online fitness coach without any prior experience. I got my certification and I was as capable as any other personal trainer to train people online. Like, that was just a lie that my ego was telling me, because jumping straight into an online business was fucking scary. But that was what I wanted. So ask yourself, is this what you really want? And if not, what is it that you really want? And it doesn't matter how scary that thing is, because we're going to address all the reasons why that's scary or why you don't think that's realistic or possible for you in the second question. Okay? So the second question is, what bad things do you think might happen if you get the thing you want? If you go after that dream, what might happen? So this is where all of the shit is going to come up. This is where all of your limiting beliefs are going to start yelling at you, and your ego is going to start screaming and throwing a tantrum because it's fucking scared, right? And these could be very deep-rooted limiting beliefs. So there are things that are going to come up that are like on a conscious level, just like your glaring fears of what if it doesn't work out, right? But there might be things that are so deep-rooted and so subconscious that you don't actually realize they're holding you back. And you might want to work for yourself, but you might have these deep-rooted beliefs that are saying, don't do it, it's not safe, right? And if they're operating on a subconscious level, then they're going to manifest as self-sabotage. So if you feel like things are always going wrong when you try to launch your business, or if you're consistently not seeing the results that you want in your business, there could be subconscious beliefs that need to be brought to the surface and worked through. So really spend some time on this question and like dig deep, because it's going to be so freaking powerful. So what bad things do you think might happen if you go after that dream, right? So a lot of times these are the common fears of, what if I don't make any money? People are going to judge me. Like, what if my friends don't support me? What if my parents don't support me? That can be a huge one. Or there could be a lot of guilt associated with making a career change. So like for me, my parents paid for me to go to college. My parents paid for me to go to grad school. They invested a lot of money for me to become an accountant. And just a year into my career, I then had to tell them that I was quitting accounting. So that could be something that holds people back. Or maybe you're the first person in your family to go to college. and to graduate and to get a high paying job, and you have this great stable career and everyone's so proud of you, and then you realize it's not what you want to do. And you're like, well, what are they going to think? What does this mean if I quit this career that I'm so lucky to have? Maybe you think it means that you're not grateful for everything that you have now, that changing your careers will mean that you're not grateful for the fact that you have an amazing, stable job that pays you well and that provides great benefits. Maybe you even are supporting some of your family members. Maybe you are married or have kids and you're like, I need to support them, so I need to stay in this stable job, right? Whatever it is that comes up, a really powerful example is something that came up with one of my clients, actually, where she grew up in a family environment that was very focused on scarcity, right? Like never having enough money. You always have to work hard to earn money. There's never enough. You have to get a safe job. You have to basically work until you die. And like work isn't something that you do for fun. Work isn't something you enjoy. It's something that you hate, but you do it because you have to survive. And I think that's a pretty common situation. But for her, she felt like if I take this chance, if I make this change, if I completely change my career path and work toward my dream of working for myself someday, my family's not going to understand that. Like my parents aren't going to understand that. They're not going to accept that. They're not going to support me. And whether that's true or whether that's just in her head is one aspect of that. But her ego does not think that it is safe for her to change career paths because her family might not accept her anymore. Like that shit is real and it is deep. And if you don't work through that, then it's going to manifest in other ways, right? So even if she got to a place where she decided to go after her dream, she decided to quit her job, change career paths, if she had not worked through that underlying belief that it's not safe for her to change career paths, she would self-sabotage along the way. And this can happen without us even realizing it, but it's basically like there's a part of you, which is your ego. It's like there's a part of you that literally does not think it's safe for you to do this. So it's going to block you from achieving that dream. And anytime you get close to actually doing it, like if she started her business, it might show up as her not actually signing any clients, not making any money, so that she can then go back to her stable job and her ego won't feel scared anymore, right? And again, this might not even be operating on a conscious level, but that's why it's so important to bring these things to the surface and work through them so that they don't make you self-sabotage for weeks or months or years. Another one that might come up is, do you trust yourself? You know, a lot of times we have this underlying guilt and shame for choosing the wrong career path. Maybe you've always known that accounting wasn't right for you, but you went with it because it's what other people told you to do. I know for me, it was just like I didn't know what I wanted to do, and people told me that accounting was a good career path, so I went with it. I've heard stories from people who had debated changing their major in college and they didn't, and they regret it because they hate accounting and they knew they would hate accounting, but they still got themselves here. Like, there might be guilt and shame around the fact that you made the wrong career choice in the past. And so do you trust yourself to make the right choice now, right? What if you make this choice to change careers and it wasn't the right choice? You just end up feeling stuck again. You end up not enjoying what you're doing again. That could be a fear that's underlying. Or even, and this always sounded crazy to me until it happened to me, until I experienced it, I was like, that's not a thing. But you might have a fear of success. And you're like, well, that makes no sense. I want to be successful. But here's the thing. What bad things do you think might happen if you actually are successful, if you actually make your dream happen, if you actually start your business, right? So maybe that is, what if you actually start getting clients and you don't deliver results? Like, what if I started getting fitness clients and I wasn't able to help them. Like, that's a real fear that could come up. Or as you're growing your business, right? Like, the more successful you are, the bigger your business grows, the bigger the decisions are that you have to make. Like, do you trust yourself to make decisions about investments to make, people to hire, things like that? The more successful you are, the more exposed you are, right? The more people know about you, the more your name is out there. Like, the more people who are watching your live videos on Instagram, what if you say something stupid? More people are going to see it, right? So things like that. Or even the more successful you are, the more taxes you have to pay. That's one that can hold people back sometimes. Or a huge one is, what if you make a lot of money? Money mindset is a whole other thing that I could do a whole podcast series about in and of itself. But a lot of times we have these negative beliefs about people who have a lot of money, right? Like, we think that rich people are greedy, whatever it is, like whatever bullshit lies our brain is telling us that we've picked up from our parents or whatever. If you think that rich people are bad, that rich people are greedy, you're not going to want to be a rich person. You're not going to want to make a lot of money. So you're not actually going to want to be successful. And even though that's what you want on the surface, there's this underlying belief in your ego that you might not even realize is holding you back. Or maybe you think that if you start making a lot of money, you'll lose friends. Like, your friends won't understand you. They won't want to hang out with you anymore. Or maybe even your family won't want to. Like, there can be so many dynamics here that play into the fear of success and can hold you back just as much as the fear of failure. Okay, so that was a lot. But diving into what bad things do you think might happen if you go after your dream and if you actually are successful and get what you want? And then the third question is, do you feel worthy of it? Do you feel like you're good enough? Good enough to start your own business? Good enough at the thing that you want to be doing, right? So I mentioned this earlier, but that is all about your self-worth and your belief in yourself. It's really not about the skills that you have in a certain field. Like I said, I started my online fitness coaching business with zero experience ever training anyone in person. And I could have held myself back and held on to the belief that I'm not good enough at training people yet, so I can't start my own business doing it. But I didn't do that because I realized that that was a bullshit lie, limiting belief. And instead I chose to fucking believe in myself. I believed that even though I didn't have a lot of experience, I would be a good fitness coach. Even though I haven't been in the field for any length of time, that I would be able to help people, that I would figure it out, that I would learn as I go, that I would get better as I go, that I was fucking good enough. That even though I knew nothing about fitness and nothing about starting a business, that I was going to figure it out along the way. And it's not about the knowledge and the skills that you have. It's about your self-worth. It's about the belief that you have in yourself and your ability to figure things out and be successful. You don't have to have all the knowledge and all the skills yet. And another part of do you feel worthy of it is, do you believe that you deserve to get paid for doing something you love? And this is a belief that fucked me up for my whole first year in business, and I did not even realize it because it was so subconscious. Because I fully believe that we all deserve to be doing work we love. But I also had this underlying belief that was instilled in me since my childhood, just from the way that I was raised. I had this belief that you need to work hard in order to deserve to be paid. So on one hand, I believed that I deserved to be doing work I love and making a living, but I didn't believe that I deserved to be paid unless it felt like I was working hard. So I could love the thing that I was doing, but I was making things in my business so much harder than they needed to be in order for me to feel worthy and feel like I deserved to be getting paid for it, right? And the irony is that I ended up self-sabotaging and not making as much money as I could have been because I was making things so complicated, I would overcomplicate my programs. I would make my marketing confusing and unclear. I would make my sales process harder than it needed to be. And the result of that was either less people signing up for my programs or more people saying no, like whatever it was. So the most, I don't want to say dangerous, but like the most powerful things that are holding you back are not your conscious fears. It's not the immediate fears that come up that you're not going to make enough money, that people are going to judge you, whatever that is for you. It's the ones that you don't even realize you have within you, inside your brain, inside your ego. Those are the ones that are going to keep you stuck forever and keep you in this cycle of not seeing the results you want or never going after that dream, because you don't even realize that you're self-sabotaging because your ego is so fucking scared. And because you have all these underlying beliefs that you might not even realize you have that are contradicting that dream and that thing that you want so badly, but there might be something within you that doesn't want it, that's scared to get it, that's scared to go after it, that thinks something bad will happen, that doesn't feel worthy of having it. And until you address those things, you're going to be stuck, either never going after your dream or not seeing the results that you really want. So like I said, spend some time, ask yourself these questions, dig deep, journal on it. Shit might come up, you might cry. I still do this literally every day. I'm asking myself, what are my underlying beliefs? What might be holding me back? And digging into that, because you have to bring that shit to the surface in order to clear it out. So, I know we got a little bit deep. We got a little bit heavy with this one. But I hope that you have an amazing Monday, an amazing week. I hope that this results in some breakthroughs for you. If anything came up and you're like, holy shit, I didn't realize that I have this belief that's holding me back, I would love to know about it. Send me a DM on Instagram. My handle's Lindsay M. Hansen. If you thought that this episode was powerful, please share it with a friend, share it with a coworker, put it on your Instagram story and tag me. I always love seeing that you're listening. And don't forget, if you are someone who's dreaming of working for yourself someday, or you've started your side hustle and things just are not going how you expected and you're not seeing the results you want, and you feel yourself slipping into self-doubt, into that imposter syndrome, comparing yourself to other people and struggling with fear of judgment or feeling like you're being annoying and pushy when you sell things, my free challenge is for you. You can go to lindsayhansen.com/challenge to sign up for that. We start on March 23rd. I'm so excited. As always, thank you so much for listening. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll talk to you in the next episode. Hello, my love. If you're loving the podcast and you're currently feeling stuck in a job you hate, I have created something just for you that you can experience for free right now. I remember when I was deep in my quarter life crisis, I would use my commute to work every morning to listen to podcasts and learn everything I could about personal development, about happiness and success, about starting a business, about marketing myself online. Like, I wanted to consume all the content and learn all the knowledge that I could about all the things. And honestly, that's a huge part of why I wanted to start this podcast for you in the first place, to give you that hit of inspiration, motivation, and knowledge every week to help you move through your own quarter life crisis. Which is why I am so excited to share with you that I created an audio course called What to Do When You Hate Your Job. This course includes 8 short audio lessons, I'm talking under 10 minutes each, where I boil down how to navigate this time in your life into short action steps and exercises that you can do right now to get yourself out of a job you hate and start making money doing work you love. The entire course is under an hour long, but it is full of knowledge bombs. I'm telling you, you will feel so motivated and so clear on how to discover your passions and use the things you love to make money. I share insights on overcoming self-doubt and the fear of making the wrong decision, how to find happiness in a job you hate, and how to stop settling in your career and create a more fulfilling life. You can listen to my course right now with your free trial on Listenable. Listenable is an audio platform just like the one you're listening on right now, but instead of podcasts, it has short audio courses from experts on topics like career and success, personal development, productivity, health and fitness, entrepreneurship, and so much more. I'm telling you, if I knew about Listenable back in 2018, it would have been a part of my daily commute for sure. I already know you love podcasts, so I know you're going to love Listenable. The link to my course is kind of long, so I will spare you from having to hear me spell it out, but I left it right in the show notes for you. Go listen to my course, What to Do When You Hate Your Job, with your free trial on Listenable. And if you want to stick around, use code Lindsay Hansen, all one word, all lowercase, for 30% off your Listenable subscription. So one more time, you can click the link in the show notes to listen to my entire audio course with your free trial on Listenable right now.